Sugar Products by Amalia, Cesar Pacheco, Fernando Gonzalez, George Pellegrin, and Pedro Cordero. The table of contents. Today we're going to give an explanation on, first of all, what are sugar products, how are sugar products made, how can we make sure they are safe to eat, how can we reduce environmental impact, and finally, how can the industry make them healthier. First off, what are sugar products? Sugar is a direct name for sweet-tasting soluble carbohydrates, many of which usually are derived in food. There are different types of sugars derived from different sources, but the main sugars are table syrup, which is extracted from sugarcane, corn syrup, which is produced from cornstarch and consists of both fructose and glucose, agave and nectar, which is a sweetener and producer from the agave plant. Other sugars are beet sugar, brown sugar, cane sugar, honey, barley malt, and caramel. Its functions. Its function is to provide sweetness, taste and aroma, texture, and color. First of all, sweetness is one of the main functions of sugar products, which is to give sweetness and to provide energy. Taste and aroma. Sugar products don't only enhance sweet flavors, but also other such as vegetables and meat without making them sweet. Texture. By providing texture and consistency is key in sugar products. It is important to have the correct balance between sugar and other ingredients in certain products to get the best texture. And finally, color. Sugar gives color through caramelization, which is one of the main sugars. The Maillard reaction, which is a reaction between sugar and amino acids, and you can find in different products such as bread and coffee, and by preserving its color, obviously. So common sugar products are yogurt, chocolate milk, sport drink, ice cream, cereal bars, iced tea, coffee, ketchup, jam, smoothies, sweets, and different types of bread which have some sweetness in them. And there are a lot more products that have sugar in them, but these are the main products.
How are sugar products made? Most sugar products come from the sugar cane, which is a plant that is mainly produced in tropical places like here in the Dominican Republic. These sugar canes are harvested by big companies and then they are processed to create what we know as white refined sugar. Brown sugar is also a derivative from these types of plants, but it is not as processed as white sugar, which is why some people prefer to use brown sugar instead of white sugar. This sugar is then used to create many different recipes of the many products that we usually consume on a daily basis. Things like chocolates, candy, milk, desserts, yogurts, and many other things. Other types of naturally sweet products we consume that also have sugar in them are fruits. Although they're not the same type of sugar as the processed ones from the candy cane, from the sugar canes, but they still have natural sweeteners inside of them that behave like sugar in our bodies.
In general, natural sweeteners are safe. However, there is no health benefit from the intake of any specific form of added sugar. Eating too much added sugar, including natural sweeteners, may contribute to health problems such as tooth decay, weight gain, poor nutrition, diabetes, and increasing triglycerides. Diabetes is a condition that arises when blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high. Glucose is the primary source of energy and it comes from the food you consume. Insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas, helps you get glucose from your diet into your cells so you can use it for energy.
How can we reduce the environmental impact of sugar production? For the cultivation of sugar, there is a huge use of natural resources, such as the loss of natural habitats and the intense use of water, heavy use of agrochemicals, etc. To reduce the impact of sugar environments, it's recommended to apply the Better Management Practices, BMPs, that require support for all of the levels, national and international policies, and the intervention of many organizations. Also, it is key the investment in appropriate irrigation infrastructure and a stronger sustainability commitment from the producers, having a real control over the resources used in the production, and making sure that the waste generated by the production method using the crop is less, improving its efficiency. There are some practices that are used to reduce the environmental impact of sugar canes. One of those is the environmental irrigation system. Due to the high intake of water that these crops need, sugar canes are recommended to use the drip tickle technique, which delivers water to the crop plant or its root zone, making it more efficient and using less water. Also, it is highly recommended the soil health maintenance. What do I mean by this? In the past, sugar cane was burned, like the stalk were burned before they were harvested, and as a result, they got easier. It was easier for the producers, but at the end, it was damaging the soil and affecting the whole product and affecting the whole environment.
So, how exactly can the industry make sugar products healthier for consumption? It is no secret that excessive amounts of sweet and sugar can lead to serious health risks. There are already guidelines companies need to adhere regarding sugar contents. So, as a part of their social responsibility, we've thought of some measures these companies can take to make sure products are healthier for consumption. First would be to avoid the use of refined sugars, as they carry considerable health risks, such as increased risk of diabetes, mainly type 2, also obesity, and even heart disease. You can find refined sugars in things like sports beverages, energy drinks, coffee drinks, breakfast cereals, granolas, cookies, and so on. Next would be the use of natural alternatives to processed sugars, such as honey, which carries some health benefits while being not as sweet and, as mentioned previously, not as processed and artificial. That said, they should still be used sparingly due to the health risks they do carry. Finally, it would be for companies to reduce the grams of sugar present in their recipes and to clearly mark the servings that need to be had in order to not go over the threshold that is recommended by specialists.